Hello, dear ones. Welcome back to Divine Invocations Tarot. And here we are with the final spread. This spread is from the Sacred Indian Tarot, just to let you know. And this is Divine Invocations Tarot, the only YouTube channel dedicated to Indian tarot decks. So if you like my work, you might want to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. All right, the spread is ready now. The first card is the Chariot or the Ratha, which is number 7. Let's read out the message. Ratha or the Chariot is a card which contains great dynamism, strength, and power. Often, when it comes in a reading, it indicates struggles we have with ourselves and with the life. Card is a very motivating one as it indicates the querent has successfully integrated the life lessons of the first 6 cards and will move towards balance and harmony. It also indicates positive changes that will be beneficial and bring triumph and success with them. The sermon of the Bhagavad Gita was given over 5,000 years ago on the battlefield of Kurukshetra by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. The world is a stage and the real Kurukshetra is within you. The battle of Mahabharata is still raging within you. Ignorance, which is avidya, is Dhritarashtra. The individual soul is Arjuna. The dweller who dwells in your heart is Lord Krishna, Jatayutiya. The body is your chariot, the senses or indriyas are the horses. The ultimate essence of the chariot is that the soul or jiva should unwarrantedly conquer mind, senses, vasanas, and egoism if it is to successfully traverse the journey of life. So, the first card is very interesting. The reason being, Ratha is movement. Movement in what direction? That's purely dependent upon how you tap into your own energies. Understand the simple fact that you are deciding what's happening to your life at what point in time. What I mean is, if I tell you good news at this moment, you will feel great about it. But if you sense that there is something wrong that'll happen, you are inviting more trouble, my friend. So understand that your vibrations creates your own reality. This card signifies movement, and this movement, mind you, is not a movement in a backward direction. Horse will move forward. The senses, which are the 5 horses which are in your control, the charioteer, the movement of life is towards positive states and better states. So it is possible that there are blocked energies. There are possibilities that you don't know where you're going, which is symbolic of this hangman. We will be clarifying this hangman towards the end of the read. But understand that there is a possibility that there could be positive movement in your life, which is getting slowed down. You're not able to decide how to move ahead with a particular decision. There are times when you are confused about something. You might want to let somebody or relationship go, but you want to hold on to it, or you might want to do something but you're not sure about whether it's good or right, or in the fact that you have that power to understand, but you still want to do it, commit to something wrong. So we will be talking about that in that the third card when we read that. But understand that movement is a matter of your choice. So, irrespective of whether your state of momentum of life is hanging upside down, you're not sure about where life is, you still have a chance to move forward. And that can happen only when you control your senses, your desires, your hidden, uh, the forces which are not in control of you. There are times when our dark sides emerge when we don't expect it to. Understand that it's a side of you which you need to embrace. So there are times when you may not be able to realize that your life is actually moving forward because the energies are very stuck, and there are times when you are not sure whether you are actually positively contributing to your own life later for the others. So it's fine. That's fine. Do not worry about it. Understand that the significant movement of this chariot will depend upon the senses that you're trying to control and the way you're trying to move in life. So Krishna is symbolic to the control. So understand that Krishna is the energy that resides in your heart, which connects to your spirit. Now, Arjuna is the one who was ignorant until and unless the Krishna reveals his side is the time when when Arjuna will realize this divine spirit. So understand that you will remain ignorant, you will remain Arjuna, but you have made sure that you target Your bow and arrow is on the eye of the fish which you're looking at. So your target is there. It's just that you have to release the arrow in such a way that it hits the target. So the target is something which you have thought about, it's there in your mind, you want to go for it, but you're not sure about how the movement will happen. So this card is not just signifying movement, it signifies movement in the way you'd like, the direction in which you'd like it to move. So this is what is meaning from this card. The second card is Temperance, Ardhanarishwar. I call it the twin flame card. Reason being, there is a perfect balance between your male and your female energies. So let's read out the message from this card, which is card number 14, Ardhanarishwara, or the Temperance card. Is a card of harmony, and its appearance shows that your inner power is ready to heal and make you stronger. Taken literally, temperance means finding the middle ground, showing moderation, experience harmony and balance. This is a strong card indicating that you are able to wield your own strength to attract prosperity and success. In Sanskrit, Ardhanarishwara means half female lord. Lord Shiva is an androgynous form. It's considered as male on the right side, female on the left. Shiva is genderless and inseparable from his female energy. It is conjectured that by wresting from her husband one half of his body as her own and mingling in his physical frame, Parvati obtained an ideal archetypal union with her husband. So, your divine counterpart, your divine energy is within you. So, if you're a male or a female, irrespective of what gender you belong to or been given by God, your quest for that other side is within yourself. That means you will have the courage, strength to balance out all the negative, uh, vicharas or any thoughts or karmas which are negative, which does not help you grow spiritually or as a person. You'll be able to have the temperance, which is creating the right form of balance to understand and move forward. So temperance just does not just signify a perfect balance and harmony, it signifies the limitless potential of joy, abundance, happiness that is already in store within inside you. You don't have to look for it anywhere outside because temperance is created from your spiritual self itself. All right. The last card is the Hangman, uh, card number 12. We'll read out the message and then we'll clarify this card for you. Hangman often indicates a period of apparent inertia as an opportunity for self development when new concepts are being absorbed. The card denotes a time when everything stands still, a time for reflection before moving on. Things will continue, but for now they float timeless. Tyaga, or renunciation in Hindu mythology, denotes gradual dissociation from the worldly objects and from the seed of desire. The renunciation is not a renunciation of something material, but something closer to the notion of ascetic renunciation. So this card, like we have already talked about, it's a situation when you're able to, you're not lost. You're able to read, you're able to interpret, you're able to understand, you know the pros and cons, but you don't decide. This is where the situation is a bit circumspect. You're not sure about how things will pan out towards the end. So I would like to clarify this card. So calling in all the divine spirits one more time for one more card, please, to end this read. This happens to be a very small deck, so it becomes a little difficult to shuffle. All right, great, perfect way to end it. This is the card that is Justice or Nyaya. Let's read out the message from this card. That's card number 9. So, whatever you're worried about is something, I mean, irrespective of whether I say you need to or you need not, you will still choose what you wish to, right? So, what I mean is, you are in your particular state of mind. Live, breathe easy, and understand the fact that there are divine energies which are guiding you. And this is something which you may not feel at all times, but understand that your way to tap into your divine self is the clue. You have to keep the pieces together. That's what is life. It's not just shuffled pieces of jigsaw thrown at you. It is something which you already have seen, because when you start a jigsaw puzzle, the first thing is you see the actual image so that you can create another image based upon what you've seen. So you have already seen your life. That's the time when you were born. That's the time when you were in a timeless state. You move through different worlds, different dimensions, different worlds, different soul families when you were about to get into this body of yours. So you have seen everything. So there is no question of you being in state of uncertainty or you being like the hanged man. Understand, justice will be served. Justice is nyaya. So let's read out the message from this card. Card number 11, sorry, not 9. Justice is a card that calls for self assessment, which will help you experience completeness within and with the universe. In a more mundane sense, this card may signal a court case, legal documents, and adjustments in marriage and partnership. Nyaya, or Hindu logic, was founded by Gautam Rishi, who is also known by the name Akshapada Driga and Driga Tapas. Nyaya is an analytic type of philosophy. The word Nyaya signifies going into a subject, investigating it analytically. So a good order in which the cards appear for you. Last was the hangman. So the hangman eventually gets to the point when he understands the entire game of life, in the sense that when you're waiting for the right things to happen is the time when you actually allow the divine entities to work for you, because the hangman is a state of uncertainty, but you still know where you are standing or where your thought process is taking you. But the whole point is, it's something which is a situation which is just stuck. So don't let your energies get stuck. Energies could be in the form of past energies, past relationships, or anything traumatic that you've been through in the past weeks or months, maybe years back. You're still not healed completely. Understand that you have the temperance, you have the courage to heal yourself completely, but that same times the past memories or things or events that has happened to you before is like a haunting to you, and justice will be served only when you understand that the entire balance of life and the cosmic balance is something which is life. You are striking a balance between your life and the way the universe wants you to live your life. So you are connected with your divine self only when you feel connected with your divine self. So justice also signifies settlement of legal situations. So if that pertains to you or if that resonates with you, all right, that's the message for the current week. Jai Shri Krishna.